Hi, my name is Mark Dawes. I'm Director and National Co-Steward of NFPS Limited, and I'm going to ask two things of you. I'm going to ask you to sign this e-petition so that we can challenge the Department of Health's new guidance document on positive and proactive care, reducing the need for restrictive physical interventions. And once you've done that, I'm going to ask you to share this petition to all of your friends and colleagues that are involved in the professional field of physical restraint or prevention of management of violence and aggression through your email contact list, through your social networks, whichever way you like, because collectively we need to gather momentum to challenge this document, and there are very, very good reasons why we need to do so, which I'd like to come on to now. There are certain items within this document that prohibit the use of certain techniques on an absolute basis. Now, the problem with that is when we prohibit something on an absolute basis, it becomes contrary to other aspects of law that allow for its inclusion for the protection, the safety and the welfare of staff and indeed service user. The other issue with this is that the Department of Health have actually advised or made a statement that the Care Quality Commission will actually encourage its inspectors to inspect against the guidance document. And herein lies the rub. Many of you out there, either involved in training or consultancy or in the management of the prevention of management of violence and aggression, and particularly restraint, will have had more training, knowledge and operational experience than the inspectors coming out to inspect against the guidance, because they will either be given very little training or no training whatsoever. In fact, I've been well informed that on the consultative process for this document, not one restraint expert was asked to attend the consultation process, and I've had it said to me personally by someone who I hold with great esteem in this field that they didn't want them there because they didn't want their views. To me, if that is the case, that makes this document biased, and in fact, in reading the document has a very clear cognitive bias on the safety and welfare of service users, because not once in this document is the health, safety and welfare of staff mentioned. The perverse dichotomy of this, however, though, is by doing this and by excluding certain techniques, that is going to affect the health and safety and welfare of the very people, in this case the service users and patients, that this document is intended to actually protect. Because if staff do not have the tools, if they are not equipped with the training and do not have the tools to be able to look after patients safely by being able to stop a restraint effectively and efficiently, that's going to lead on to an increased risk. And one of the risks of death that is highlighted in virtually every case to do with restraint is when a restraint goes on for a prolonged period of time, and the elimination, or if you like, the exclusion of certain techniques which are prohibited by this guidance document will result in restraint going on for a prolonged period of time. That is an absolute fact, and every expert I've spoken to in the field has raised that concern. Therefore, please read the content of this petition. Please sign this petition. Please share it with all your friends and colleagues through your email list, through your social network lists, through your contacts on Facebook and Twitter and Google+, because it is crucially important that together we can gain enough signatures so that I can send this to my MP, I can send this to Norman Lamb, who's the MP and the Minister who actually produced or set up the panel to produce this guidance document, and I'm also going to send this to Downing Street as well. Because we need your views, and together we are strong. Individually we are weak, but together we are strong. You know, that cohesion of people there coming together to raise their views is absolutely critically important. So read the scope of this document, sign it, share it, and thank you ever so much for listening.